Good morning again, everyone, and welcome back. Welcome back to Yosemite Toad Inn here in Mammoth. I'll call it the Mountain Ranch. The Mammoth Mountain Ranch, Yosemite Toad Inn. Dixie and Teddy are snuggled, nice and snuggled up with the breeze this morning. Got a nice little breeze going. Nice little breeze. Yesterday, Alex was able to get the bucket on here, go across the street, finally fill in that tank. We were waiting and waiting and waiting on the county to give us the go-ahead on the results that we got from the testing, and those came back good, and we were able to use all the fill material on site to go ahead and fill it back in, which was great because it didn't add any extra cost to the owner, so that was nice. All we got left is the waste water and the tank itself that's down at the yard. We're gonna have to provide a manifest. This is insane what you have to do in California. A tank that's been abandoned for 20 years. We've got to have it tested, and then it can't be, we're not allowed to haul it down the highway because at one time it had fuel in it, but yet all of your cars and everything have fuel tanks in them, and you're driving every day with that. So it really doesn't make a lot of sense. It's kind of a joke, but it's California and that's what you got to do. So we've got to get a hazmat certified person to haul that down for us, which we have that. Luckily Juan has that endorsement, so he'll be able to haul it for me. I just got to figure out a proper way to have him provide a manifest saying that he hauled it down and disposed of it correctly. And once I have that job will be a wrap. We've got the retaining wall. We got the block down at the ranch. I was going to order it. Of course, High Country doesn't have the block in stock. They have about 30 blocks, and the only way we're gonna get it is if they bring it up from Riverside, and then it's, $1,200 for shipping and all this other stuff. So I've got a whole bunch of block at the ranch. I don't know how much of the 8-inch I have. I need about 275 of those. So tonight, or this afternoon, or whenever I get done with what I'm doing here in town, I'll be shipping out with the dogs. We're gonna head down to Bakersfield, and we're going to see what we got for block. I'm gonna have Owen come down with the trailer. We have some rock and some other things to get. We're gonna try to make a big load out of it, so I'm gonna have him get the gooseneck all hooked up this afternoon, late afternoon today, or after lunch. Get down to Bakersfield tonight, and we'll get that block loaded up in the morning, get him some other things that we need loaded up, and get back up here. Saturday we've got our guys scheduled to actually stack out that wall, so got to get the block back up here for him. We'll keep that job moving right along on a steady pace. Hopefully wrapping that thing up next week too, so that'll be nice. We'll see. Just got to keep things turning. We got Skyline. We got to finish our fencing fabrication over there, and finally be pouring Juniper. The architect will be at Juniper today, kind of giving us our final blessings on everything. We had the inspector out yesterday. That went good. We had a couple little things that they still are not clear on with the plans, so we're struggling with that job. And but I think once we clear this little part up, the floor system should be here Saturday. Next week should be a really big week for us. We have a couple decks to tear down and rebuild. We have just a plethora of things to do. we've got to finish up in Walker. We'll probably take a trip up to Walker next week. Kind of, the carport's up, so I want to get some footage of that for you guys. There's a few little things hardware-wise that needs to happen with the carport, but it's ready for Zach and the Sierra Solar boys to continue with their panels and their generator and everything that they're going to be doing, and we'll get that one off our plate too. And while that's going, we have to drive up to Sacramento Monday to meet with Opal Fuels and work on a CNG project that we bid on several months ago when things were slow, and now it came to fruition, so we have to figure out how to get that one done too. So Juan will be going up there with me on Monday. We'll be getting a game plan for that. Not necessarily looking forward to doing that in the heat of the summer like this down in Sacramento. It's pretty hot, but you gotta deal with the jobs as they come in, and you know, we were thankful to get the job, so we have to get it done. So let's get out there. We're gonna get Sadie and Bud loaded up, and it's a beautiful morning. Not seeing any of the trails, haven't seen any of the trails in the sky for quite some time. Of course, people are going to say that it's because of the heat and this and that, and everybody has their opinion on it, right? Even Sadie might have an opinion. We don't know. I need to learn how to talk telepathically to the dogs so I can find out what her opinion is. We gotta go. We gotta go. Okay, we just had a meeting at the office with Owen and Alex, and now we're going to go look at this nasty deck that has to get demoed. And I'm going to show them, because I'm not going to be here Monday, so they're actually going to start on this Monday without me. And just want to make sure we're all on the same page. We already got the dump truck emptied out, got it unloaded. So we've got an empty truck, and we've got to try to pack. I'm trying to pack this whole deck into one load, but probably be two. Pretty sure it's going to be two, but we'll see how it goes. So this is it right here. You guys stay. Okay. So we got the cavalry with us. We're just going around looking at stuff because I'm going to be gone, so I want to make sure we're all on the same page. So essentially, these two decks are coming out, and then we're going. I got the plans, which I'll print. That pad's coming out. There's a pad on the back stairway that's coming out. The existing footings that are there are all coming out. It's basically all the stairs, everything. All this comes out. We'll have to check that once we take all the pressure off that. Make sure that's gonna not want to fall. It looks like it's sagging a little bit. I don't think it's gonna fall or anything. So we can get everything out, build our new stuff in, and when we put our new posts in, we'll get all that jack back up to plumb, where it's set in plumb. All right, the boys got their marching orders. I think I'm gonna run down to the shop just real quickly. If see who's down there, and then we got to get some pipe painted, and just a lot of little odds and ends going on right now. It's really mind scattering, the kind of stuff that we have going on. normally we have bigger jobs. We got a lot of small ones, and it is what it is. It's fine. But it's just a lot to keep up with, and especially when you have one or two big jobs that you're still trying to keep up with. But hey, we'll take it. Everybody's working. It's a blessing that we all have work, and we get to work in a place like this, so we can't complain. We just have to forge our way forward. Okay, I'm gonna go to the airport first because I got some guys waiting down there. We'll go through and take a look at progress. It's been kind of slow this week, but hopefully we can get the flooring just wrapped up. I've got a call into the cabinet guy because he gave us a cabinet that didn't fit. It was a little bit too tall, and he didn't follow the plans, and so he had to make us a new cabinet for the upper. Yeah, so we're just plugging along here. Let's get down here to the airport, get these guys rolling, and see how everything goes here. Look at that view. It's a gorgeous day so far. Okay. Ooh, I see the chippers out there. Gonna get people. Get you if you're speeding. Alrighty, so here we are. And we're gonna get Nino and his boy going over here and rock and roll. I went all the way over here. I got so tied up with walking this with these guys, I forgot to show you guys a quick little snippet of what we got going on here. So today we are getting washer and dryer, the water heater, the countertop installed, and just a bunch of little tedious little items. And then I just talked to Owen and Alex. We have our excess siding material here. We're gonna get that out of here. We're gonna probably unbox the rest of the appliances there, so that way we can get the trash. I don't want to get the trash out of here. And we started on the tile yesterday. They're working on the drain there, so this is what the flooring is going to look like. It's kind of hard to tell the way with all the stuff on it. So yeah, we'll get the sink under mounted onto the countertop. I really like the way the siding came out. I mean, this thing's pretty top notch for just a little tiny it's like a 10 by 20 box. It's got a little sitting area, bathroom, shower, pull your plane in. We had to make it small because the wingspan of the plane, so that it'll fit. The wing will actually go right in front of that door. But yeah, we're on the home stretch. And pretty high profile client, so it's small of a project as it is. It's really stressing me out to make sure that I keep him happy. I want him on the good side. Looks like these guys are pulling in with the equipment right now. Owen's doing a dump run, so I had him come by here to get the material. dropping down into Crowley here and gonna make our way down to the valley, and looking like it's gonna be a hot one. It's 82 down here, and we're on our way back to Bakersfield, to the valley. Got some stuff to take care of down there tomorrow. Got to meet with the client, and then try to just relax for the weekend. And then Monday morning early, we're going up to Sacramento. Okay, we're down in Bishop. We got this little job to walk real quickly, take a look at, and then we're gonna grab some food. I'm starving, and it's only 12 o'clock. I normally am able to fast no problem till like 2 o'clock, but today was a real busy morning. Just a lot going on, and I got really hungry, so I gotta find something to eat after this, and maybe we'll see the elk. Hopefully we do. If we do, I'll stop and try to get an elk shot for you guys, but we'll see what it looks like. No promises on that. Normally when it's hot like this, they're down there in that meadow, so we'll see. Okay, so this is Bishop. They've got this laminate. It's starting to fail. We're gonna take off the metal nose treads and replace this little landing here. Do all these stairs, and then we've got up top about 350 square feet, and she's got the material and the glue and everything. We just got to provide a labor price to do this. So let me know what you're thinking on this. Should be a real quick little in and out job for us. So this is the beautiful town of Bishop. This little commercial building project here. They have the subfloor that they didn't really cover it with anything. They just painted it, and it's not treated plywood. Feels a little spongy in a couple spots. And I told her that could affect a few things as far as a couple of the transition areas I can see right there. It kind of ramps up right there. So, but I don't think we're gonna get perfect here. We're just gonna do something that that will replace what they've already got. So we can put together a labor price. She's got all the material, so should be pretty simple for us to come in here with 2 guys and do this in 2 or 3 days. So this is where the elk are normally hanging out, and I think I see them. They're all laying down. So I'll go ahead and pull off here. See if we can get a close-up on a couple of them. Yep, they're all right there. They like to hang out in the sprinklers right here. It's only 99 degrees out here, so no reason why we can't stop and check it out. But we'll take a quick look for you guys. Ooh, it's hot. Doesn't feel that bad. Got that wind blowing. A couple of them already see me. I can see their heads kind of poking up. Let's see if I can do a zoom in. Probably about 75 head, maybe 100. Say around 75, 50, 75 head there. Sometimes there's a lot more, and there could be some more hiding out in this tall grass that we just don't see. They definitely know the right spot to be. They're in the sprinklers, so they get to play in the sprinklers. And I've said it before, I'm sure this rancher gets paid something for allowing that, because I know the elk like to tear up the sprinkler systems. So I guarantee you he gets some kind of subsidy for allowing those elk to come down every summer and basically hang out on his property all summer. Yeah, there's definitely a good 75 plus head there, maybe even more than that. I see some horns. Some of them have horns. And keep it moving. Beautiful green fields of alfalfa. You see the Sierras. We just got past Independence here. And we're just plugging along. 97, not too awful bad. It doesn't feel so bad out there, even for how hot as it is. I know once we drop down into towards Ridgecrest there, I expect it to raise up another, maybe close to 10 degrees hotter. Definitely gonna be 100 and something when we get down there. So far, fairly uneventful, which is good. But we'll keep our eyes peeled for anything and share it with you guys if it pops up. And for now, everything's going pretty smooth. Just making our way down to the valley here, down into that nice, clean valley air. I've been up in Mammoth for almost a month, so it'd be good to get back. And got a trip planned out to the ranch tomorrow morning early, and gonna go out there and look through one of the C trains. We have a bunch of furniture in there. We're trying to get a housing situation dialed in for our new subcontractor that's going to be working with us a lot in Mammoth. So he's already starting to do jobs. I've been putting him up in a hotel for right now, but I have an empty apartment, and my plan is to set those guys up in one of the apartments. And that's the whole reason we got those apartments, because I can get Bakersfield pricing as long as I can house them. So I pay for a little bit of fuel to get them up here. They stay for a week or 2 weeks at a time. I provide the housing, and I get the pricing that I want, and that way I can win more jobs, and I can still have the margins on the jobs that I want. So it really works out great for us. It's been a blessing to have those. And actually, they're going to start working on another one of the apartments that just became empty. We're going to renovate that one, put a new shower in it, just do a few things, get it ready for the next tenant, whether that be an employee or otherwise. We got to have it up and running, so we got a plan for that. We've got 2 decks that we're going to be building starting next week. Did run into a little bit of an issue with my lumber order. Some beams, treated beams, they wanted to run treated. I'm gonna try and talk them into letting me Creo coat all of the material, because we're already gonna Creo coat the railing material. So why not just do the whole entire thing that way? And that way I can get my lumber. The treated beams are a month out, so I think they'll go for it, and I don't see why they wouldn't. It's gonna be just fine. And yeah, we'll be looking good. Got some bikers doing their little summertime bike trip. Those are some old school biker guys. So we're in Lone Pine here. I never did stop and get anything to eat. Now it's 1:30. Funny how if you just push through it, it goes away. But I was starving an hour and a half ago. Now I'm hungry, but I'll survive. Should have stopped in Big Pine at Big Pine Pizza Place, but I've been meaning to get down there. They follow the channel, they watch, and I've been wanting to get down there and do a video there. But haven't quite got around to it, among other things I need to do. So we're pushing out of Bishop here. We're gonna keep on moving down the highway. So we're dropping down into Ridgecrest here. Not quite as bad as I thought. 101. So it's pretty much is the hottest part of the afternoon right now. I think that cloud cover down this way is actually helping a little bit. Definitely warm out, but not too bad. Getting ready to make our way up to Walker Pass here shortly. We'll be cutting across down here in about 5 miles. Make our way up through Walker Pass there and drop down into Lake Isabella and be home in a lickety split.